Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to join you today to explain what Andalhuerto is and what is the sphere of our activities. But first of all, I want to thank the CityZen partnership for having opened their doors to us and accepted our exhibition proposal. I hope that what I'm showing you is of interest for everybody. Let me see if I can change. Okay. Well, sorry, this one. Yes. To begin with, I will focus on the size of Andalusian organic production. Spain, with 2.5 million hectares, is the European country with the largest surface area. Of this, Andalusia is around 1 million hectares that represent 45%. That means that Andalusia has an important weight in the European production. In fact, it's sometimes considered to be country of agriculture, organic agriculture, agricultural products in general in Europe. For this reason, I've changed the. Okay. For this reason, the regional government have a broad strategy to promote the quality of Andalusian organic products, both in Spain and also abroad. But I'm going to focus only on a small branch of this strategy. Is the one that focuses on the raising awareness of the benefit of organic products through the practice of urban agriculture. And this is what the Andalhuerto Ecological Project has been created for. Well, I've translated the name of Andalhuerto Organic Project to Andalhuerto Ecological Project. That is in the title, because we also developed ecology in our project. This project is being carried out by the Andalusian Agricultural and Fisheries Management Agency under the Ministry of Agriculture. It addresses the activity of advice, dissemination, and experimentation around the knowledge of the Andalusian organic production. It has the urban garden as the center of attention, including both the social community gardens and the school gardens. Andalhuerto has been operating since 2011. In the current project team, 2 people work full-time and between 4 to 6 part-time. So we have the potential to generate a wide range of activities and tools. Some are completed, other in progress, and other ones underdeveloped. I will show some samples shortly. Andalhuerto used the gardens as a tool to sensitize the citizens about the organic production and organic food, to raise the awareness about climate change and change life habits, improving the environment and people's life. The objectives are achieved through easy and practical methods and solutions in the assembly and management of the vegetable garden. From a perspective of self-sufficiency, energy saving, mitigation and adaptation to climate change, and circular economy. And this is by promoting the use of available local materials to minimize external dependency as a way of empowerment. To start talking about Andalhuerto activities, I want to present an important tool for the generation and dissemination of knowledge about the urban farming. And this is the Andalhuerto Demonstration Garden. which is a space dedicated to testing various types of garden configurations and organic production techniques to prepare them to the urban agriculture, both social and school vegetable gardens. And here I present some examples. Here on the left, you can see the one called adapted parades. We have changed the name, adapted beds, which helps to avoid footstep compaction, allowing a good soil structure. On the right, based on a local tradition of our country, you can see the dry garden. Plants are transplanted in deep cones with organic matter, compost, and water, little water. Soil is added as the plant grows. During the growing season, it's only use rainwater. Another one is the keyhole garden, which is used in arid countries in Africa, which with little rainfall has access to central compost bin in the middle and require little watering. This is a very interesting one that some schools are interested in. On the right, there's an image of our instant garden. Are made on a concrete surface with few resources. It's very useful in places with no soil, like the urban schools that are very interested in this kind of garden. It is made of different layers of compost, straw, paper, cardboard, some commercial substrate, and sometimes even you can use some soil. To continue, we also work with container gardens. That is also interesting when there's a lack of soil. And finally, we have some tools to show how to increase biodiversity, like, for example, the pods, the aromatic spiral, and the insects hotel. Well, the result of the demonstration garden is disseminated through on-site activities like workshop or visits, and also, by the publication of a wide variety of written and audiovisual materials. Okay. Well, now I'm going to move toward one of our activities around the urban, social, and community gardens. Most of the social gardens are public and are created and managed by the city councils. However, in recent years, we are seeing the awakening of private initiatives where public gardens are absent or are insufficient supply for citizens, where in those places private gardens appears. Although with less representation, we can find also foundations and associations, NGOs that are present in some gardens. All this world is represented in our map of the urban gardens of Andalusia. It is a recent creation that we have published last September after significant foresight work on the internet and other sources. It currently has 190 vegetable gardens, mostly publics and social gardens, but there are other categories, as you can see, are private rental leisure, demonstrative, botanical, therapeutic, and inclusion, and historic and equality gardens are all the kind that we consider nowadays. School gardens aren't included here. We are going to see school gardens later. Well, thanks to this prospect of this cartographic work, we have been able to carry out a recent campaign just concluded, in which we have distributed to 200 urban gardens kit of 50 packets of seeds of Andalusian local vegetable varieties. The objective of this distribution of seeds is to contribute from the urban agriculture to the conservation of cultivated biodiversity and serve as an element for the generation of a change network between the different organic urban farms. Perhaps this is an excuse that gardens need to improve communication between them. Well, this distribution of seeds has allowed us to locate 80 new gardens, which will be added to the map soon until reaching around 270 urban gardens, allowing us to broaden the next. Well, as we have done some calculations before the map, extrapolating our current calculation to these 270 existing gardens. There are around 102 hectares of organic social gardens, multi-plot organic social gardens. If the average size of plots is considered to be around 70 square meters per user, Andalusia has around 14,500 individual plots in gardens for community use, or what is the same, 14,500 families enjoy the self-production of their vegetables. Over the next years, during this year, we'll give a greater precision on this data as we are conducting a more in-depth study of the data. Well, to finish talking about the urban gardens, I want to refer to another important activity carried out several years and that have continuity now. I'm referring to the social garden workshops. We have held calls in 2014, 2016, and 2015, yeah. After several years without having or organizing workshops, we have been held again in December 2020 with online format due to the COVID, and we are preparing another one for 2021. The main objective we pursue is to try to be catalyst for the urban gardens to organize themselves as a urban network. The topic covered in all those workshops were, for example, the urban vegetable gardens as a social phenomenon, the definition of the urban garden networks, legal problems, European projects, and the last one carried out last December that was about climate change. We are now conducting or defining the topics for the next one that we hope we have after the summer. We have seeds and exchange. Now that many gardens have local varieties, could be a good topic to suggest networking. Now I'm going to move about another branch of the Andalhuerto Ecological Project, which is the one related to the school gardens. The school gardens are framed within what is called the educative community, which include both, on one hand, the Education Ministry of Andalusia, and on the other hand, the school, the schools themselves, with their student, teachers, the auxiliary personnel, their parents and their associations. Andalhuerto, as I mentioned earlier, is part of the Ministry of Agriculture through its support agency. Andalhuerto collaborates with the educative community mainly through two programs. First, the Healthy Living Habit program, which encourages the consumption of fruit and vegetables at school. And it's accompanying measure and is supported by the European aid. And second, the Environmental Education for Educational Community program, which promotes the creation of eco-schools and also their eco-gardens. Thanks to this program, for example, the Ministry of Agriculture through Andalhuerto implement an accompanying measure for the consumption of fruit and vegetables. The accompanying measure is called Adaptation Improvement of School Gardens. Since 2018, we have published, we have supplied to 1,031 schools this kit of organic farming techniques and focuses on the adaptation and mitigation to climate change. These kits include different materials, like as you can see, are some substrate, vermicompost, straw, irrigation system, a wheelbarrow you can see here, and also some tools. Of course, some organic seeds and some plants of vegetable plants and aromatic plants to be transplanted. The kit was administered or developed, one in the autumn and one on the spring with different materials. Besides this, between 2016 and 2020, Andalhuerto has been carrying out the training activities for teachers, explaining what the Andalhuerto Ecological Project is and showing how to set up vegetable garden following the Andalhuerto's philosophy. Actually, about 25 training activities have been carried out, reaching about 400 schools a year. A new tool that we have just launched, not because of the COVID, we planned that before, is the online course, The Adventure of Our Eco Garden. It has been offered by the Ministry of Education through the Aldea project and is designed and built by Andalhuerto. This is the first edition for a total of 80 teachers participating in both the Aldea and the Healthy Living Habit program. It lasts 40 hours and it's being carried out between March and May. All is divided into 8 modules with practical cases and activities. To condense all this, we are currently preparing the map of the school gardens of Andalusia. It will include information about schools that have gardens, with almost about 2,000 now. If I said that we have 1,031 school gardens that have the kit, there are another 1,000 schools that have gardens that we hope will have a kit soon. It will also include this map the project activities in which these school gardens participate. With it, we hope to contribute to improve the information and communication between them. And finally, I would like to tell you about the main tool we have to spread what we do and what the community share with us is the monthly newspaper of social and school vegetable gardens. It was born 6 years ago in 2015, and we have just published number 67. It currently has around 1,000 subscribers and also the readers reached by the social networks. It has several stable sections like the institutional news from Andalhuerto and other public entities. It has another important section that is the monthly garden. In the monthly garden section is the space where the different social and school garden can tell about their initiatives, trying to focus on the most innovative aspect of this. We have also the practical aspect of the garden section. We try to show techniques and tricks of organic agriculture. To tell another one, the organic food section that justified the existence of this newsletter, in which we talk about the benefits of organic production. I think this is all I wanted to tell you. I hope you've been able to have an idea of what we do in Andalhuerto. If you have any question, I will be happy to try to answer them. Thank you very much, everybody, for your questions.